I don't feel like going straight home after parting ways with Toko, so I wandered the streets of Joji. What do I have in common with Toko? Her words swirl inside my brain. I suppose she's lonely as well? She said she wasn't there where she really belonged. Wasn't where she really belonged. Then, is the real cause her rocky relationship with her mother? Phew. I don't really want to butt into family matters, but I've come all the way to Moonworld. It seems my legs took me in this direction without my realizing it. I may as well drop in for a bit. Oh, welcome. Toko's mopping the floor. It's not every day I see you cleaning. That's because it's Sunday. Hatsune-chan's gone home. Are you closed already? Yeah, but I'll let it slide for you, Tokisaka-kun. Toko leans the mop against the wall by the entrance and goes behind the counter. What's wrong? What do you mean? It shows on your face. Your brow's wrinkled. Something on your mind? It's not that big a deal. Just thinking a little about the past. Kyoko freezes upon hearing this, her words behind the counter momentarily forgotten. Is it about Yukiko? I nod in response to her timid query. It'll be 7 years, soon enough, huh? Yeah. Time really flies by. You want some coffee? Or would alcohol be better? Kyoko's just trying to break the silence. Some coffee, please. Alcohol is the last thing I want today. Hang on a sec. I'll brew up some of Kyoko's special blend for you. Kyoko starts the brewing process. Incidentally, I think the special blend Kyoko is talking about is just Moonworld's ordinary coffee blend. She's doing pretty well, even though she's been through a lot herself. Hey, Kyoko. Kyoko continues to work during our conversation. Don't you ever feel lonely? She lost her husband right after getting married, and also lost a friend. Damn. You gotta hand it to her. Soldiering on in spite of all that. What are you talking about, Tokisaka-kun? Kyoko raises her head, offering a strange smile. You and Uzumi both visit frequently. Oh. And Hatsune-chan's here now. If I complain about being lonely when I have all that, the gods will strike me down for sure. I see. Kyoko, you're strong. Toko said the same about me, but that's a far cry from the truth. Those who can't feel loneliness are unfortunate. Huh? It's not like you to be so poetic, Tokisaka-kun. It's just something I picked up from a friend. I doubt even Kyoko could completely escape her loneliness. But she's doing what she can to overcome it. She's turned those unpleasant events into the past, into simple memories. The best way to get rid of loneliness is to distract yourself by doing something. For me, it's running this cafe. Did becoming a detective do the same for me? Good question. Back home, in my darkened room, I lay on my back and stare up at the ceiling. Ever since I came home, no, ever since I parted with Toko, her words have been echoing inside my head. Those who don't feel loneliness are unfortunate. Are they? Yukiko. When I close my eyes, long-buried memories of her rise to the surface. I remember her embarrassment as she told me she was pregnant. The girl in my memories will never change. I'm the only one who keeps getting older. I wonder if I'm lonely. Yukiko. She was murdered in cold blood. I didn't see her face after she died. Why? Why did something like that have to happen? Shit. If those who don't feel loneliness are unfortunate, then what does it mean when I feel still lonely after 6 years have passed? I look up, and there, outside the window, I can see a thin crescent moon. It looks just like a crying eye, giving off a faint red glow. Jesus. So she was pregnant when she was murdered too? Damn, it's even fucking worse. It's dawn. I didn't sleep at all last night. That, at least, might have cleared away these painful feelings. It's a miserable way to wake up. The phone in the living room is ringing. Who could be calling this early in the morning? Yes, this is the Tokisaka residence. Oh, yes. He's up now, so I'll hand you over to him. Yukari looks at me with the receiver in her hand. For me? Yes, it's Uzumi-san. Has something happened? Yep, another body's been discovered. Maybe, we'll see. I accept the receiver from Yukari. It's me. What's up? Hey, Reiji. We're in deep shit. It happened again. Another murder? Yeah. This time, it's in Shakuji. It was only just discovered, so I don't know any of the finer details, but it looks like they've struck again. They're continuing? I can't believe this is happening. Got it. I'll be there soon. Right. I'll see you later then. I put down the receiver and turned to face Yukari, who's been watching the entire time. Sorry, but I need you to give Mr. Seiki a message. It doesn't look like I'll be able to go to the academy today. Sure. I can do that. My sister looks at me worriedly. Be careful. Please? Yeah. No need to worry. I've got to change my clothes and get a move on. It won't take more than half an hour to get to Sakuji from here. I like how it got really heavy and dark, even though I'm just going to look at a dead body. It's not like I'm gonna go fight a criminal or anything. But yeah. Hey, you made it. Uzumi's been waiting. He raises a hand and beckons me over. You said they struck again. What makes you so sure? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Forensic just got here, so we haven't taken a look at anything yet. That's just what they concluded from the circumstances at the time of discovery. Another dismemberment? Nah, we've got a new MO. The right arm's been chopped off, and there's a wound in the abdomen that's been sewn up. Is that the girl we saw dead a while back? Or killed, I guess? Because they did take her right arm, right? Because her feet were bad, so she took her arm, right? Okay. Yep, that's that one girl. Okay. Go on. Take a look at the crime scene and size it up. Huh? Is that the body? Is that the back of her or the front? This is brutal. How the fuck did they position the body upright? That's weird. That's the immediate impression upon my first glance. What could possibly have driven them to do this to the corpse? Right now, all I can do is investigate and puzzle out what I can. Let's check this first. The corpse sits in a corner of Sakuji Park. What do you think? Don't rush me. How was the corpse discovered? Word is an old man from the area found her while going on a stroll early this morning. The body hasn't been moved since then. As he says this, Uzumi gets confirmation from a nearby forensic man.
Okay, let's look at the body now.
The corpse is draped in a black cloth. Again. Was this put here afterward? I'll look to a nearby forensic team member. No. It seems it's been that way since the time of the discovery. I see. It doesn't look like the body's wearing anything under that cloth. It's a young girl. I guess I should take a closer look. Zoom. Oh, Jesus! Oh yeah, that's right. I was wondering why in the fucker, like it looked like her head was facing us, but like the body was turned. I forgot he fucking snapped her neck like that. God damn it. Okay. What did he do to her eyes? I forgot. Damn, didn't he like... I don't remember. Oh yeah. Her corpse's head has been twisted around so that she faces backwards. Her eyes must have been put out. There are lines of dried blood running from her eyelids down her face. What the hell is this imitating? I have no idea. There's got to be some deeper meaning at work here. Is this the same reason why the leg was set on fire with the last one? It means nothing to an outsider, but these acts must hold greater significance for the murderer. Is that the dried blood from her eye? That's dripped down there. If they don't, we can't possibly explain why the killer's broken her neck in this manner. You know what? I feel like going to the museum this Wednesday. Might have something neat to do with this stuff. So anyhow, let's look at the cloth. If that's what I clicked on. The corpse discovered in Inokashira Park also was wrapped in a black cloth. I wonder if this has a special meaning. Have we analyzed the cloth? Let's check here. She's missing her right arm. The previous one was missing the left arm, right? Yeah, from what I see, they used the same weapon. Well, I can't say that for sure, but I'm guessing it was severed in the same manner. We haven't found the arm yet, have we? No. Uzumi nods. I'm still going with my theory of a Frankenstein monster thing. I should try investigating some other areas. Fine, all the same, is completely twisting the head around like this even possible with human strength? I suppose it could be done, even without knowledge of human anatomy. There appears to be a laceration on her back. That is a laceration. I wonder what caused it. The cut is fresh, so it was likely made around the time she was killed. I believe that's all we can do with her body. Let's try looking around here. It's right next to a pathway, so there's no chance of it going unnoticed for any length of time. Most likely it was dumped here sometime during the night. Naturally, that means she wasn't killed here. There's no sign of blood spatter on the ground beneath the corpse. Can I click anything else? Okay, so obviously I gotta click on her more. The corpse is seated cross-legged. Okay, here we go. I should take a closer look. Okay, I lift up the cloth and inspect the girl's abdomen. Here we are. I look at the stitches and reaffirm what Uzumi said. The wound's been roughly sewn shut using thick thread. And inside, I'll probably find... Can we leave this one up to Natsume-san? Yeah, I think so.
Excellent.
Let's see. We've done that. What's this? Ah, I noticed something stuffed in her mouth. Ooh. Uzumi, call one of the men over here to help. I'd like him to get that for me. I can't be careless touching things and getting my fingerprints all over it. Hey, you, come here for a sec. Did you call for me? Could you get that thing stuck inside of her mouth? Roger that. With gloves on, the forensic man reaches into the dead girl's mouth. It appears to be a scrap of notebook paper. There's something written on it. Uzumi peers down at what the forensic man holds. What? It's covered in handwritten script, reading, "Of strange new pain, I must now make my verse, giving matter to the canto member 20 of this first canzone, which tells of those submerged. By now, I was all eagerness to see what sights the chasm, bathed in tears of anguish, would disclose. I saw people come along that curving canyon in silence, weeping the pace of slow possession, chanting litanies in the world. As my gaze moved down among their shapes, I saw into what strange contortions their chins and chests were twisted. Their faces were reversed upon their shoulders, so that they came on walking backwards, since seeing forward was denied to them." Is this a quote from something? A poem of some kind? Didn't really seem like it rhymed at all to me. Faces reversed upon their shoulders, almost as if describing the state of this very corpse. Is this something we should make note of? I think that's all we can get for now. Okay, so it seems I don't have a limited number of clicks for stuff. It just goes until I've gotten everything, which is quite good because I'd hate to miss stuff. Anyhow, I'll need to wait for the autopsy for more information. Alright boys, take her away. Uzumi barks a command to the forensic team. So, what do you think, Reiji? The MO is similar to the one at Tama Cemetery. The victim there was Kozumi K. This corpse resembles hers in far too many ways. The missing arm, the incision in the abdomen, and the strange positioning of the body. If it's the same killer, then your workload's increased. You cops need to get cracking yourselves. Ordinarily, this would never end up in a private detective's lap. First off, we need to confirm her identity. I think it'll be easy to figure out this time, since her face is mostly in one piece. Then I'll go to Natsumi's place. She won't have finished the autopsy, though. I know. I'm just going to have a talk with her. So let's see. The first body, the one that was dismembered, it was missing a torso, right? Or was it the head? I don't recall. But then we have a left arm and a right arm, right? So basically we need the two legs and either a head or a torso, whichever one we're missing right now. I think we're missing a head and the two legs. So that means at least 3 more victims, regardless of what happens, is going to occur. So we need 3 more people to die, I feel. I arrive at that place via patrol car, right on the heels of the truck carrying the corpse. Ooh, I got to ride in one of those newfangled patrol cars? Fuck right. Alright, bring her in, boys. Natsumi-san sticks her head out to fire off instructions to the policeman. Good morning, Natsume-san. Oh, morning. You're here too, Tokisaka-san? Yeah, there was something I wanted to ask you. Is that so? Well, why don't we talk while I cut up this body? Please spare me. The dead girl is moved into a different room, leaving the two of us alone. Well, what did you want to ask me? I feel like she looks so sad and forlorn in like this position. Like her eyes all sad looking. Did you see the corpse from this time? I'll start by gauging her first impressions. Or perhaps she looks smug, not sad. I don't know. I took a peek. It's the same. The abdomen is sewn up with the same method. However, judging by the stitches, our killer is getting better at it. I see. Next up is the head. I don't know any reason to do something like that, but then again, we don't know why the leg was burned on the previous one either. Do you think there's a connection? Well, if you say they're the same, they might be the same. So even the doctor has some diagnosis. The door opens and the forensic guy I saw at the crime scene enters. I'll leave the articles we found with the corpse here as well. Hey, don't just dump that here. You guys take a look at it. Okay. Oh, hold on a second. Is that the paper that was stuck in the corpse's mouth? Seeing the envelope in his hand, I call him to a halt. Yes, it is. Mind showing it to me? I take a look as he lays it on the desk. What is that? It was inserted into the victim's oral cavity. It kind of looks like a girl's handwriting. You'd think so? Natsume-san nods before continuing. You might be able to learn something if you get a handwriting analysis done, you know? A handwriting analysis, eh? Could you do it for me? It's impossible without another sample for comparison. Samples, huh? I guess it's no good if we can't whittle down the list of people who might have written this. We've assembled a collection of all the data related to the batch of victims, but if you can gather anything else, we'd like to have it. We've assembled a collection of all the data. What? I'm not sure what they mean. Hold on. Let me think. Okay. We've assembled a collection of all the data related to this batch of victims. If you can gather anything else, we'd like to have it. So I can either let them handle everything, or I can do it? I think I'll do this. Well, I'll see if I know anyone who fits the bill. To begin with, deciding who you're going to get samples from would be the best, right? Probably around 3 people will be fine. Pick some girls, okay? You're right. Okay. I don't think, no. So she's a friend of the 2, right? I think I'll get some from her. I don't like her. She pisses me off. I think Orihime is kind of... I'm not sure. I don't think she would be the murderer or anything. Yui. She's missing. How can I get fucking stuff from her? That's retarded. That's Toko's mother. So, should I do her? Tojiko? Nene? or Orihime? Those two are easy. This one. I don't think she would have a motive for killing them. And her, I'm not exactly sure. Orihime. Let's think here. She's very strict about rules. However, we had a discussion in the hallway that she didn't really think that the rules of the school were very right. That they were kind of improper and not necessary. That leads me to believe that she would not uphold the school rules necessarily as need be, so I don't think she'd be the killer for that sort of thing. Why would I want to get her handwriting? Because perhaps she wrote it and then it ended up in her mouth? Perhaps the killer made her write this? Made her write it, killed her, and you did another victim? Or perhaps not at all. Well, shit. Let's get Toko's. Fuck it. I suppose these will do. Well then, I'll be hearing back from you tomorrow. I'll send it over to the forensic guys. Alright. That took way too long for me to decide that, I'm sorry. Too many decisions, fuck! I've got to meet all these people in question later. Even so, what the heck is this? This weird poemy thing. It looks like Natsumi-san's taking an interest in the odd writing. Faces reversed upon their shoulders. Isn't that how the corpse was left? That's right. Does it appear in any poetry collections? Poetry. Given matter to the canto membered 20 of this first kanzon. It somehow sounds familiar. In fact, I remember seeing it somewhere. An old poetry collection. Of strange new pain, I must make my verse. I think I read these phrases in a collection in my library. I'll go take a look when I get home. Anything else? Natsume-san asked me. That's right. Is it true that the dismembered corpse wasn't Imamura Haruka? Well, I had thought that it was her, but they said differently. They think the fingerprints were too decomposed for a conclusive ID. Judging by her tone, she hadn't expected her findings to be overridden. Natsume-san, I was thinking, is there any chance that the head and the rest of the parts belonging to different people? If the body was dismembered, it's conceivable that each part came from a different victim. Different people? But who? You do realize we don't have that many corpses, don't you? It's just a possibility. Well, for instance... Yui. Can only select one? Yep, okay. What if the arms belong to Nishi Zono Yui? Since she's the only one missing, I mean... That's the girl who still hasn't been found, right? Natsume-san thinks it over. The head might also be hers. That might be true. The corpse is still with the forensic medical examiner, but I'll take another look at it. Thanks. I guess that's all we've got for now. Well, I'm going to do the autopsy now, so you go follow up your leads, Tokisaka-san. I will. I'm sorry for imposing on you like this. Oh, it's nothing. I'll have you return the favor later. Scary. I have no idea how she'll take advantage of me this time. Well, I'll be back. And that's the gist of it. This is messed up. I visited Takashiro at his office in Ueno and gave him a rundown of the case details. I'm supposed to keep things confidential, but at this point, I'm more interested in getting whatever help I can. Well, it was originally Natsume-san's suggestion. So, we've got one dismembered, one with a burned foot, and one with her head twisted around. Are they all the work of one person? No, that's still unclear who dismembered the first one. It was pretty much a given that the other two cases have the same culprit. So the common link is that all three involve girls of about the same age. Anything else? Anything else? Let me see. Let's see. Black egg, black cloth. I can't select all. What's the black egg? I mean, yeah. There's only one black egg so far, right? No, there's two. The corpses from this morning hasn't had an autopsy performed yet. Yeah, that's right. Hey Takashiro, could you call up Natsume-san and get confirmation? Oh, hell no! Why do I have to call Natsuni? I should think a little about this a little more. Black cloth. Come to think of it, all the corpses were draped in a black cloth. From the first case, the arms were wrapped in it too. The same goes for the one buried from the second case. And in the third, one was draped over her. Are they all made from the same material? Actually, I don't think I've looked into that. What could it be? Black cloth, black egg. What was that rumor I heard before? I flipped through my notebook. Boom, the Black Madonna. Here we go. Keep a black egg with you. If it doesn't break, your wishes will be granted. But if it does break, then the Black Madonna will come and kill you. Black Madonna, black cloth. There must be a connection. They're killed by the Black Madonna, and a broken egg is inserted into the victim's abdomen. If you think of it that way, then it fits perfectly. Their eggs broke, so they were killed. Is the killer the Black Madonna? Isn't calling the Black Madonna the killer just a tiny bit ahead of ourselves? It might be a woman dressed in black. A woman? That's possible. If the culprit is female. There were signs that the dead girl had engaged in intercourse, but Natsume ruled out rape homicide. That leaves the door open for a female killer. A woman is clearly capable of chopping up a body. In fact, the police discovered a mutilated corpse in the Arakawa drainage canal 4 years ago. The killers turned out to be his wife and mother. Oh, okay. Neat. Man, this takes me back. Throwing around ideas like this with you. Out of the blue, Takashiro changes the subject. You're right. I thought I'd never see the day when we'd be doing this again. Since our time in the police force. Not since that case. I'd rather not talk about that. That abominable case. Now 6 years past. The one that claimed Yukiko's life. But, from what you told me, they seem to resemble that Rokushiki case. Takashiro continues, undeterred by my warning. Corpses with the abdomen cut open, a piece of the body removed. It's just like back then. Takashiro, please, just drop it. I don't want to hear anymore. I don't want to bring up memories from when I lost Yukiko. It's like it only happened yesterday. Sorry. Takashiro falls silent. If Rogushiki Makoto is connected to these cases, I won't stop until he's brought to justice. He's the man that killed Yukiko. All we know about him is his name. If it turns out that he's within my grasp... Calm down, man. Let's concentrate on the case at hand for now. Okay? Yeah. He's right, of course. But all the same, I can't unclench my fists, no matter how hard I try. Fucking Shinjuku Station!
I hate this place so badly.
Time to follow up some leads. Where should I go first?
Why should I go with Uno?
Where should I go? Go look around the academy, I guess. Since all of the people I chose are students. I've arrived at Oba Girls Academy. And of course we go to the art room. When I peek inside the art room, I see that both Tokos are there. There are a lot of skulls in this room. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. Mizuhara notices me first. Of course, the one who hates me notices. Kuchiki is at her canvas, drawing with a pencil. Could I have a moment of your time? For what? God, she is so fucking mad at me. Mizuhara's distrust couldn't be more obvious. I'd like to get a handwriting sample from each of you, if you don't mind. Handwriting? What are you using it for? Her expression stiffens. You don't need to worry about it. Since we're running handwriting analysis, I'd like to have several samples. But why us? Is this related to the case somehow? You ladies aren't considered suspects. I'm just collecting handwriting samples of young females, is all. But... Toko, there's no reason to not cooperate with Tokisaka-sensei. Speaking up for the first time, Toko looks in my direction. Sensei, do you need mine as well? Sure, if you're willing. Of course. Come on, Toko. You write something too. Okay. Reluctantly, Mizuhara also starts scratching at the paper. Scratching, huh? That's kind of weird. Here you go, Sensei. Will this do? Yeah, thanks. See you two tomorrow. With both their samples collected and tucked away in my assignment notebook, I head out. Seeing a familiar face by the gate, I call out to her. I wonder, did what they write show up in there? Let's get all this new stuff out of here. How about that? Next. I don't think no, it's not showing me any. That's too bad. That's too bad. I do believe it's everything here, though. What is this? An investigation memo? This just basically shows me everything that's happened during the certain things. Okay. Hey there, Sato-san. Oh, Tokisaka-sensei. Ayumi bows. Ah, great timing, Sato-san. Could I ask you for your assistance with something? What kind of assistance? She tilts her head doubtfully at me, but I hand her a pencil and paper. Could you write some characters on here? Some kanji and katakana would be fine. Okay. She moves the pencil around. Is this for the investigation? Yeah. Oh, but don't worry. You're not a suspect or anything. Yeah, I understand. Just trust me when I say I'm doing everything in my power. Okay, I will. Are club activities taking a break today? No, that's not it. I'm not feeling well. Oh, I see. Don't push yourself too hard. I will. Well, excuse me. Giving a quick bow, she walks off. I guess I'll get moving as well. Where to next? Well, I got both the Toko's and hers, so I got all my writing samples. Shall I go to Natsume and see if I can get her to analyze them? Like a moth to the flame, I've come back here. It wasn't that long ago that I left. The autopsy's results haven't even been released. So she's not done yet?
Ah, fuck.
Well, whatever. I noticed a sign hanging from the door of the hospital. It's probably a closed sign. I move in for a better look. Really? Dissection in progress is written on it. What the fuck? Oh my god, Natsume.
You can't be serious.
She's so weird. I'm home. I've been running around all day, investigating the murder. Yukari must be worried. Welcome home, Nissan. As expected, Yukari comes running, her face a mask of concern. Hey, I'm back. You must be tired, Nissan. I've heated up the bath, so please, go take one before dinner. I'll take you up on that offer. After a relaxing soak in the bath, I change into a kimono and return to my room. I smoke a cigarette while waiting for dinner. Nissan, dinner's ready. Oh, right. Could you help me out with something? There's something I wanted to ask of her. If it's quick, then I don't mind. I see. Then take a look at this. I show you Kari, my notebook, where I've transcribed this strange message from the scene. Is this a poem? Could be. I just know I've seen it somewhere before. Of strange new pain, I now must make my verse, giving matter to the canto number 20. Nissan, I'm certain this is... You know what this is? I've forgotten the title, but I think it's a foreign story about a journey through hell. Dante's Inferno? Yukari's brow furrows as she tries to remember. That's right, it's... She said it was foreign, so I don't think it's that. Goes fast. The Divine Comedy is one through hell, but I don't know any references to the head spinning around and... If I would have read all of these, I would know, but damn. It was clearly foreign, and Dante's Inferno was foreign, and Goethe's Faust? Okay. I'm gonna go with Dante's Inferno, or the Divine Comedy. That's right. It's Dante's Divine Comedy. That's right. If I remember correctly, the chapters are divided into cantos. Matter to the 20th canto, the pain of hell. I'll go check it out in the library later.
Lazy ass.
I eat dinner with Yukari, then enter the dim-lit library. Okay, I guess he had to eat dinner first, but still. After turning on the lights, I soon find what I'm looking for on the brown paperbacks lined up on the shelves. I wonder if my, reply would have mattered, because, if I would have picked something else, Yukari would have been like, no, it's the Divine Comedy. I don't know. I'd take out a book wrapped in wax paper. It's wrapped in wax? Guess it's this. Dante's Divine Comedy. Of course, it would be familiar. Not only has it always been there, it's a book that I myself bought. I should have realized sooner. No use chewing myself out now. What comes first is reading and understanding this. I sit in a chair and flip through the pages. First up is the 20th canto. I think that's the one from the note. Of strange new pain, I now must take my verse, giving matter to the canto numbered 20th of this first canzone, which tells of those submerged. This is it. This is the exact same text. Their faces were reversed upon their shoulders, so that they came on walking backwards, since seeing forward was denied to them. An exact match with the condition of the corpse. Furthermore, reader, imagine, if you can, how I could have kept from weeping when I saw, up close, our human likeness so contorted that tears from their eyes ran down their backs. This line wasn't on the note. However, when you trace the line down the corpse's back, from the eyes to the laceration of the skin, it resembles the flowing of tears. Is that the pattern? If so, then the condition on the older corpse may be an illusion like this. The corpse that had its foot lit on fire. And they all had both. Their souls on fire? Is this it? That description was in the preceding 19th canto. Beneath my head are crushed the others, who practice simony before me, now flattened into fissures in the rock. Simony is the sin of buying or selling holy things. People that bought or sold sacred objects had the soles of their feet set on fire in hell. If that's the case, then the sin of those who had their heads turned backwards is... I flip back to the 20th canto and continue reading. Seeing the wretched woman who gave up needle, spool, and spindle to take up fortune-telling, casting spells with images and herbs. So they cast spells and received punishment. It's complicated. Did the victims carry out the acts like these? I'll have Uzumi investigate that. The victims were young. The sin may have been committed by their families instead. Their parents or siblings. There's a light knock at the door, tearing my eyes from the book. Nissan, here's some coffee. Yukari enters the library. Ah, thanks. Try not to push yourself too hard. Don't worry, I'm not going that far. I wish I could believe you. I'm going to do some more research here, so it's alright for you to go to bed first. Alright then. Good night, Nissan. Now, where was I? I've discovered that the two corpses are related to the Divine Comedy. And what about the third? The corpse with only 4 limbs and a head. Dante's work may describe something similar. From the clues gathered from the corpse, the one that piques my interest is... well, flesh rots regardless. The torso missing is something completely different because they each had an arm missing, so the maggots crawling on it. I remember, after Natsume-san had examined the body, she said that the maggots had grown too much. It didn't match up with the corpse's state of decay. Exactly. Here we go. What if the maggots were planted there artificially? The killer may have intended it. I page through the book. A description in the 3rd canto catches my attention. Beset by stinging flies and wasps? If you equate the larvae of stinging flies and wasps as maggots, it might make sense. The people that received this punishment are... The miserable state is borne by the wretched souls of those who lived without disgrace, yet without praise. Is it it? A punishment received by those who lived in idleness? So those who were sloth? A sin of having done nothing at all. That's rather ambiguous. It sounds like this could be related, but I can't see a definitive connection. Even though it's been 2 subsequent murders, Well, there are characteristics that aren't presented in the Divine Comedy. The black egg. The uterus was ripped out, and the painted eggshell was inserted in its place. This must be referring to something else. The black egg. The Black Madonna. Carrying a black egg around. If it doesn't break, your wishes are granted. However, if it does, the Black Madonna will come and kill you. It's a rumor I heard from Chojiko. I need to take a deeper look into this Black Madonna business. It sounds like this is related to Christianity, but considering the vast body of Christian literature out there, this could be a problem. It goes without saying that the Divine Comedy is deeply connected to the Old and New Testaments. Tojiko's rumor originated from the schoolgirls, right? Could it be the books they are reading? Well, that's definitely something I'm not well versed in. I'll go to the academy tomorrow and ask a few discreet questions. But before that, I gotta go to Natsume-san's place and ask about the autopsy results. Let's do some more research. I pull an old Bible off the shelf and sit down to read while drinking my coffee. Dun 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 dun. Song 4. The Strange Tale of Paranormal Events. Or some shit. I'm sorry, I couldn't catch that last part. Nissan, you're going to catch a cold if you sleep here. Yukari shakes me awake.